Hello, hello.
Hello
Um,
there.
Hi. My name is Aliyyah from Liaison Music. We are a Brussels-based collective slash rehearsal space that focuses on queer immigrant artists that have just arrived or been in Belgium and want to discover their artistic career in a way that they would feel more supportive and linked into something. We also provide rehearsal spaces for our artists, whether they're DJs, singers, instrument players. Um, yeah. Today we also have one of our artists, Nikita.
Hello, guys.
Hello, hello. Nikita is a Georgian queer musician slash producer slash performer. They have been in several musical projects in between different genres. They were actually just playing right before we start the podcast, and we have them here with us today. Hello, Nikita.
Hi, all.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm good.
So,
Perfect set. That was so
yeah,
nice.
Yeah, set was fire. I
Yeah,
guess. Yeah.
that was really fire.
Yes.
It's
thanks.
nice hearing it from the artist. Yeah.
Yeah. That
Okay.
was really cool because it was my second set in Brussels.
Oh.
Yeah, I arrived
Okay.
almost 2 months ago. Almost.
Okay.
So yeah, I really appreciate that you
Of
invite us to play here. So
Of, huh?
thanks.
Of course.
So yeah.
We'll get more into that.
Okay.
Um, okay, so I wanted to ask you, since you just mentioned that you have just recently arrived in Brussels.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. How has it been since?
Whoa, it's kind of chaotic because after my government, like Georgian government, decided and confirm anti-LGBTQ plus law.
That was
And
also something
yes.
really devastating.
Yeah.
We'll get into that also
Yes.
into details.
Yeah. So and after murder of Georgian celebrity transgender woman Kesaria Abramidze, me and my partner decided to leave the country because,
Yeah,
you know.
it was just not working.
So yeah, we're here. I'm safe now.
I'm glad.
I'm really glad
I'm
about
glad
that. So
you feel better.
and I'm really happy to see Liaison collective because they gave me the place where I can kind of save in artist
Yeah.
way. So yeah, like meet other people.
Pleasure.
So yeah, it's kind of catharsis after this. So yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. I wanted to know more about also how it was experiencing to have to start your career
Here or
all
before?
over again here after being already established
Yeah.
artist in Georgia back
Mhm.
where you used to live. How does it feel to, after all the work you've put and all the effort, to come and start?
You know, it's as I mentioned, it's kind of chaotic when you enter like new room. You don't know kind of many things about this place, and yeah, I felt very chaotic. Oh my God, what can I do? Like I'm gonna start from zero. I'm gonna and yeah, I was in like very chaos, but now I kind of chilled.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, nothing would be lost. We live in 21st century. You
Yeah.
know, everything is on cloud.
We're
on
steps
web.
ahead.
So yeah, you know, I feel like I'm starting like new era
Yeah.
of artists, but I'm not starting from
you're
scratch.
You're not starting from scratch because the
Yeah.
experience you've gained is already there.
Yeah,
The work you've
that's the
done is
point.
already there. It's just that you have to prove yourself
yeah.
again, which is
Yeah.
you already can do because you're an
Mm-hmm.
established artist.
Yeah, difference is that the networking, like, you know,
Yeah.
in Georgia, I knew many people.
You were already well
Yeah,
connected.
you know, like venues and places where you
Yeah.
can like ask someone to play here, something like that. But in this case, I don't feel like I'm not like feared because there are too many our friends
Yeah.
who knows each
You
other.
already had the circle here before
Yeah.
moving.
Because of Liaison Collective, also
Also.
Globe Rome, who's helping us in some kind of creating things. So I have not this anxiety what I had it like 1 month
Yeah.
ago. You know what I'm gonna do. Where
You
can I
already,
go?
yeah.
Yeah,
You put
you
your
know?
feet down. You already
Yes.
know.
Yeah, I'm
You're
waiting
b-
some little periods to move at home and
Yeah.
start my studio thing. You know
Yeah.
what producer need to do.
With time, everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we it depends on
Um,
process.
Trust it. Trust the process.
Yeah, trust the process.
I wanted to ask you, how are you finding the Belgian music scene or industry so far? W- what has caught your eye? What is this? Was there something that inspired you within the Belgian nightlife, or something that you haven't seen?
You know, just say I'm kind of starting to uh, visit some spaces. Like literally Belgium scene. I never saw
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
But I when I was playing in the last little party, I saw a collective. No one is illegal, I guess, and
Okay.
they were fire. They were playing really good music. I was
Nice.
like, damn, yes, I'm
And-
in the like core like good place right now. So I'm gonna
That's
search
nice.
some new places and to find some inspiration or what they're doing. But the thing I saw in Belgium was like big concerts, and
Yeah.
I was on my two favorite artists. Live concert here because like in Georgia we had not
You
this
get-
kind of big chances,
Yeah,
you know, and
You got
it
the
was
chance to
fire.
see them live.
Yeah. I saw
That
in
must have been nice.
ancient Belgique and Forest National, and it was fire.
Okay, that
So I was
sounds
like,
like fire. Sounds like good
next-
time.
Yes, I was like, next would be me there.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
I hope.
We'll be there one day. How this might be like more of a selfish question from our side.
Okay.
But how have your experience with Liaison been so far? You would say.
Sorry.
How has your experience been with Liaison so far?
Yeah. First of all, it's safest place
Yay.
because like it was like first step, and guys, what I'm
What
gonna do?
am I
Yeah,
doing?
You know, I was like,
Has anyone been through this before?
yeah, it was like
Panic mode.
requirement
Yeah.
room in Hogwarts Castle, you know, because like I need help. I don't know where I can go, and the members of
And then you
Liaison,
found something that like,
yeah,
okay,
something like everyone was
we're-
like, we're here.
we're going through this with you.
Yes. So it was like, okay, first inhale, exhale, things like, okay,
Slow
I'm chilled
down.
now. Was like meeting in the place where Liaison Collective was, where you have been, and Becca
Yeah.
and Anchi and Ami.
A
and
circle of people
Yeah,
that
and I was
come from
like,
somewhat of the same
okay,
background.
yes, I was like, okay, now I can chill now.
That's nice, finally.
Yes. Yeah. That was a really good memory of mine.
Okay, I want to ask you, aside from your creative part, like aside from your producing, mixing, is this your full-time, is this your full-time job?
You know, yeah, kinda. It is.
Yeah?
It is full-time job. Yeah, because but it has, you know, like mini like sub jobs.
Yeah.
You know, around the music, because like as I mentioned, I'm doing some performances too in
Yeah.
drag, so I'm kind of sometimes directing the performances. So
Okay.
in Georgia, it's not like how to say like salary every
Yeah.
month, but you have to hustle. So
Yeah.
we were like hustling because like one day producing some new tracks, mixing, mastering of your own. Sometimes
To make
someone is
ends
like
meet.
commission,
Yeah.
you know. Okay, someone needs to make some music, producing, songwriting,
Yeah.
composing. Okay, like let's do this. I had one project with public like big theater in Georgia. I was
Okay.
like composing and yeah, like full
So-
of soundtracks and stuff was mine. So after that, I was like performing in this theater too. So it was kind of thing, you know,
Yeah.
everything around the music, what I like, what I do. So
Okay,
yeah.
so it's like it's mostly so it's a freelance full time.
Yeah,
job.
freelance full time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That I'm assuming that must be hard judging based on how it is to be an artist and get gigs here and there, and also have that be your main source of financial. I'm assuming.
Yeah, not
like-
easy. Not easy at all. Yeah.
not easy at all. Y- You're amazing for doing that. First of all,
Thank you. Thank you so much.
yeah.
So yeah, if you know the like Georgia kind of, I'd say average salary in month, yeah, it's too low. And if you have not the like exact job, like every month salary, you need to hustle like every day and every
Yeah,
night for
in
like
order
food, for
yeah.
like everything, you know.
So you're
Sometimes-
constantly on the clock, running
yes,
around.
yes, and
Yeah.
it's kind of, you know, if you when you don't know, like you have this constant
Yeah.
constant job and you know how to do
Stable
it's more,
salary, yeah.
more anxiety on,
Yeah.
on your shoulders, let's say that. So yeah, it's kind of like that. But yeah, let's see. I was always dreaming about like to have a job with my profession, you know.
Yeah.
Not, yeah, I love doing like mixology stuff. It's my kind of second
Second
thing. Yeah, I love
career.
this, but you know, like music is like first thing. So
yeah.
I was kind of hoping one day I had the job where I'm working with my music.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
it's
like-
a full stable job with
Yeah.
okay. Have you ever faced challenges breaking into so when you first started, did you go for something that was more a sound that you like or a sound that you had to get into in order for you to fit in or in order for
Yeah, I feel
did
it.
you go through a phase like that where
Yeah, you know, it's kind of mixed what you say. You know, the second and first and second part, what you say.
Yeah.
You know, it's like kind of mixed. Sometimes when you're like new artist and you need to like meet
Prove
new
your
people,
way.
prove that you
Yeah.
can do it. It's like I was made many gigs like for free, like for charity or something.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like okay, you can free
they
donate.
want a DJ from this time
Yeah. And I was when the remember that in 2K19 when I started playing, it was kind of everyone was like playing mainstream thing. So
Yeah.
I wanted to make something underground, something like I like to hear and party on it.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to some kind of propaganda of these genres. So when I started playing on decks in Tbilisi, many bars were rejecting me because like how why you playing
Yeah.
Cardi B and the like
They
stuff
did
like
not-
that.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like very techno house based
Yeah.
scene, you
something
know.
they have
Yeah.
not experienced
And I wanted to make more diverse. You know, you can party, you can like dance on whatever you like, not
Yeah.
whatever they like to put on your mouth. You
Yeah.
know, it was like I would say like music, industrial capitalism. You know, I'm giving you and you're gonna eat. So I was like,
and they're eating indeed
yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this for free for like many times because I want to spread my
Until
awareness
yeah.
in music, you know. So there was like incidents when I started playing in half hour.
Okay.
Club owner said, so next DJ is Harry, and you're gonna leave and stuff like that. So after that, it has like happy
Yeah.
ending. After that, when I like me, my friends, like there were too many people who kind of supporting me.
Yeah.
My friends and around my
People who showed up for
circle.
you.
So they said, okay, let's do like this.
Yeah, let's do it.
So
30 minutes.
It was like movement.
Yeah.
Some of like
rush.
indie musicians like
Yeah.
started the playing stuff what they like. So some kind of trashy, some kind of not trashy, but not techno. So
Yeah.
after that, in the years, they like bubble, and the circle of people in Georgia like that music.
Yeah.
Like the diversity, because
Yeah.
why not? Because like it was like boom, 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 and it changed.
It's just the same.
Yeah, it's just
over
the
and
same.
over.
They tried the samples in music. Whoa,
Yeah.
it's good. It's something I hear in my childhood. From
Yeah.
my father's phone, and it was very nostalgic. I was like working on it to
Yeah.
trigger your nostalgic feelings on the dance floor. So why not?
Yeah.
So after that, yeah, they kind of feel the diversity, and now there are like special clubs where they're playing music like this.
I was just about to point that out. I was gonna say, I find it really ironic that it is a thing now where people.
Yeah, it is the thing
Yeah,
now.
it
Became become the mainstream
Yeah.
right now. But why not?
Like,
Yeah,
that
it will
is
be
crazy.
chilled down once again, and it will be like, I don't know, like polished.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
The real ones are gonna be
yep,
back up.
it filtered.
Yeah.
It will be filtered. So.
I wanna ask you, do you remember the first time you ever like played in front of audience or live or
I was very, very, very little when my parents, how'd say, like repetitor or something like this, or music teacher. Yeah,
they were music teachers.
No. No. 1 minute. I'm stuck.
Take your time.
Like when your child goes to the sport or something like I was.
So you were direct. Okay.
Working on
Okay.
the music. So when I was very little, maybe 6 years, I had like first this la 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 thing on the stage. So it was very, 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 very far from this. So I was very little, but after that, like when I wanted to make my own,
Your
it was in 2K13 when
Okay.
I started punk band, like hardcore punk band with my friends, and it called Punk Mouse.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Sounds
was
cool.
Yeah, I love this band because like everything started from here. So for
Okay.
me.
We'll get into that. Hold that thought. We'll get
Okay.
into that again.
Okay.
Okay, continue.
So Punk Mouse was not like only mine. Like when I said mine, like so
It's a full band.
Yeah, me and my friend's first project where we started about like we have one EP album. It's released on 2K15. So
Okay.
we was like leftist anarcho hardcore punk band.
Yeah.
So we had many struggles between like fascists and
You were-
straights
yeah.
and it
You were
was
going
like,
at it.
yeah. So I was
People
like
were running after you.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was hell like this. So after that, I moved to. I left the band because of the situation. I was so anxious. I was so
Yeah.
afraid of Nazi people out there. So
Yeah.
because I was like 14, 15. So
And if you get
I
recognized,
don't know how to
Protect
myself.
yourself,
Yeah. After that, me and the drummer of Punk Mouse started a project Low Elite Squad, which was Georgian. We wanted to make Georgian trap underground hip hop collective.
Okay.
And we started about this project, and parallelly I had a second like band project where I was a vocalist, and it called Literal. It was in 2K17.
Okay. So you've been doing it all: producing, singing, mixing. You've performing.
You have to do.
You do what you gotta do.
Yeah. What you
Okay.
gotta do because
That's really cool.
because it's not easy to get some studios in Georgia, you know, like, oh, I
Yeah.
want to record some stuff. We was like, okay, we're gonna buy this stuff
Yeah.
step by step
Not
and
convenient.
learn how to mix, how to produce, because like,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes what you're gonna do what
You
you
do
gotta
what
do.
you
So,
gotta do.
but it gives you experience. It gives you skills this way. But on the second page, you know, it's very stressful sometimes because like you just want to text the
Yeah.
lyrics and the record. But sometimes you cannot that
You
because
can't
like
just
you
do
have to
that.
do instrumental stuff. You can do this vocal recording after mixing, mastering, where like
You do
promotion
yeah.
stuff. This
That
and at solo sometimes it's really hard.
I have never produced before, but I already know the crazy amount of work that goes into it. Like it's just out of like out of control. So for you to be doing that and on top of it also marketing your work, I'm assuming this is just like a constant mind-blowing situation where you're like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. That's but I don't want to be like so how to say I'm not complaining,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But some things are really hard because like
you
we're
get to
working for like
complain.
2 weeks on this, and you need like concept art, you need to promote yourself, like
Yeah.
you're like social media agents,
And you
for
have to
yourself.
also keep up with the trends.
Yeah,
and
like you're the
what-
manager, you're calling the venues, you're doing everything, and
That is
after that you're
crazy.
like boom, and like cannot do nothing
But-
sometimes, you know.
But after you do all of that, how do you feel? Like you've
I feel alive.
Yeah, you
at
know,
this
like-
point. Yeah, you know, I feel that I'm alive. I'm doing my stuff. Yeah,
you
because like I grew up
it's
like
some
this.
sort of different like feeling where you're like, oh, well, I did it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. That's kind of like big dopamine
Crazy.
rush when you finish this work and you like sit back what you did. Like
yeah.
it's
You look back and
kinda
you're like, what? That
yeah,
that was a ride.
that was a right. That was a journey. So so that because I have like not many tracks, but every track has his kind of its story.
As a track.
It has like memory because you're working on it like several times and in several medium.
and several feelings and
Yeah, yeah,
emotions
yeah.
going into this. 'Cause,
So,
like,
yeah.
different days.
So and the like you see the like how to say like the social problems
Yeah.
in front of you and you're into it, so your music kind of takes it
Takes
and
out
it
what-
has some kind of the DNA of music, and it's written on this, so
Yeah.
you always feel it, you know. You have this memory on this, not on your like
Yeah.
your music, like music of your friends or in this place, you know. So
You-
I feel it's work like that.
I want to go back to something you've mentioned about starting a band.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, when you started in music, like that band, the beginning of it all. How did you start as? How did you know it? How were you like, okay, like music is what I want to do?
Music is what I want to do was always in me.
It
Like,
was always a thought.
always a thought.
Okay.
Yeah, one thing that I know that I want like 100% from childhood. This is
It was
music. It was
okay.
this. So yeah, and me and I had like many punk friends and metalheads, and we were like gathering in the parks and were music.
Being rebellious
yeah,
kids.
like listening the music and stuff.
Yeah.
So after that, we wanted to make some cover band or something like that to play together, you know, like
Yeah.
for fun. But when we gather up and we started like playing, whoa, you know,
We can do something out
after
of this.
two covers, we kind of starting to make like our music. Let's try it. I was like, let's
Yeah.
try it. If we can, we can. If we cannot, okay. So after that, we started from like pop punk and move to the hardcore punk
Okay.
and like do some crazy stuff.
Let me ask you, how old were you when that happened?
I was 13, 14.
13, 14, producing an album.
Yeah, when we started the album, we were 15, but yeah.
About 15. Like, wow, okay.
Yes. It was fire. I love this years.
And was this album published? Like,
Yeah.
it was out
Yeah, you can check on YouTube because we had not this Spotify thing in
back
2K15.
then, yeah.
You know, we were like
Still,
everything was on YouTube. So it has Punk Mouse, Rebel Soul is album the name.
that I find that really crazy. How I want to know a little bit more about the band. How, like, were you guys
How
five?
we get?
Or
We were me, drummer Jonathan, guitarist George, second guitarist Auto, and bassist. So yeah, we were five.
five members?
Yes,
That is cool.
but there were too many bases switched, so I can't remember which one I can mention now because like bassist was always problem. I don't know why. So yeah, we gathered up. So we started playing, and we wanted to make like some messages from us. You know
Yeah.
what we feel. So we were in very like anarchy. Ideology
Very-
like this, anti-homophobia, anti-racism, and we
Yeah.
started from this
Okay.
to write in our songs. One track was about like
And it was
cops,
in
one track-
Georgian.
Yeah, no. Only one track was in Georgia, by the
Okay.
way. Yeah, because like this Georgian track called "Everything Is Expensive," so it was like very Georgian thing in that point. So other things was like very international
And-
things. So
okay.
we
You
wrote
played
in
around,
Georgia,
yeah.
so in English. So
Okay, interesting.
yeah. Yep.
Okay, I want to ask you, what do you see for your, like, how do you see the upcoming year going for you in Belgium? Do you have goals? Do you have things that you want to
Yeah, always.
get to? Like, is the clock ticking?
Yeah, clock's ticking, and this makes me nervous because like I was always like, chill, clock. We
Yeah.
can do it.
We
just
have
chill.
time,
Don't
yeah.
don't get me rushed. But I'm always in rush to make
Yeah.
something. Yeah, it's time to.
We have to
But
go. We
yeah,
have to go.
but it's need like I'm very rushy person,
Yeah.
but in like quality is first. Like
Yeah.
quality, not quantity person.
Yeah,
You know?
period.
So yeah, the goal is at this point I want to introduce myself in like Brussels.
Yeah.
About like, hello, it's IAMNikita,
Who's
and I'm
Nikita,
doing
yeah.
this and this and this and that, and I want to show them my performance, like how
Yeah.
how I did in Georgia. So I'm
And be
gonna
out
introduce my background about like what happens in Georgia right now, because I think the awareness is like first
Yeah.
tool for people to spread there. So yeah, and after that the goal is what we mentioned. You know, these venues.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of first step. I
Okay.
guess, I don't know.
You're going to do it. We're
I
going
hope.
there.
I hope. Thank you.
You just mentioned about what's been happening in Georgia. I personally have been keeping up with what's been happening in Georgia. So sad and unfortunate.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate, but people, our friends, are fighting for their rights, for our rights. So I'm kind of happy for them to. They have this power, and
They
they
have the
feel
power
the
to
power
be
of
out.
society and not the
Yeah.
government. But on the second page, the government doing very bad
Yeah.
stuff, to say so softly.
Well,
And they're repressing our friends. They're like cops catching from outside. One of them was like walking with dog,
yeah.
and they asked them to not ask them, but yeah, to stay dog here, and you're coming with us.
Yeah.
So there are too many incidents in Tbilisi right now. Who's like kidnapped, like
Kidnapping.
literally kidnapped from street. So
Yeah.
it's
That is-
embarrassing. So
we-
they're manipulating with everything what they want. They want to put Georgian society into the Russian Empire because it's kind of like, I'd say, the plan of Russian government. So I don't know. That was some kind of reason that I kind of escaped that, because what I feel is right to make on protests, I could not to make. So I was like, why am I sitting home?
Yeah.
Otherwise,
When my rights are not being provided to me.
because like I cannot go outside, I cannot be like sitting like that. So otherwise, I'm gonna
I
think
heard
about
you-
myself at this point, because like
I heard also you
Yeah.
no longer can perform any
yeah,
or promote any kind of queer artistry or
yeah, and that was some kind of problem too, because after Quesaria, I was like, it will be like I can be easily targeted from government, so they're gonna knock on my door. So
at
I was
any
like,
time. But
anytime. So I don't know. I was like, life and death thing. So I'm gonna leave this country right now.
That's
It was very unfortunate, because like like looking back, and my friends, like my queer friends, standing outside and like fighting for their rights, and I'm here, but I couldn't do anything because like I was so afraid. So I was stuck in two pieces. So
we pray for our people in Georgia. For our people in Palestine, Congo, Sudan,
yes.
Yemen. Free the people, honestly.
Yes.
Quick question.
Okay. Blitz.
How is the brain fog when it comes to creativity, creating and creativity in general? How do you deal with art block when you are just
That's the
stuck in a wall?
hardest phase of doing some art
Yeah.
stuff, because I had that kind of brain fog like 2 years ago maybe, and it was like converted into depression, into anxiety.
Yeah.
Plus COVID was
It added up into so much more
Yeah,
than just a
like-
brain fog.
it was like everything was collected in one, like how's it, box,
Yeah.
and boom. So first days I was like, I'm lazy, I'm not working. I was like pushing myself. So after that I realized, and my partner helped me to realize, that I'm not lazy. I cannot do this right now.
Yeah.
And it's not problem. You can chill. You can like play some video games.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want, but not music at this point, because in this case you're like hurting yourself when
Yeah.
you're trying to do and push yourself and nothing
Nothing
comes
is working.
up,
You're
and
just
I was like, no, I'm
taking
bad,
out
I
of
cannot do-"
yourself.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
you're taking out of yourself for
if
nothing.
if you have some kind of this brain fog or stop or break thing in
Yeah.
like this period, you have to leave the environment of this, but you can think always. You can think about that. So it's kind of, if you think about your target, about your like music, what you're gonna do, your, how to say, future things, you're working on it. You know,
Yeah.
you're not lazy. You're working on it, but you need to chill sometimes. So
You
I
need
was
to give yourself a break.
I always
Slow down.
I would always tell myself to slow down. Sometimes you need to chill. Sometimes
Yeah.
and you're gonna feel whenever you need to go and
Yeah.
do this. So it's really hard. Like I'm saying this very peacefully, but if I have this period, no, I would not.
It's not gonna be
It's not gonna be like this. So
Yeah.
at least I know how to
to
manage
handle
this.
it
So
now. You know how
it's
to
kinda-
maintain it now.
Yeah.
How long do you produce your own tracks sometimes?
Yeah.
Right.
Most of the times
You produce your own tracks.
or I'm borrowing from my friends,
Okay.
beat makers or something.
I don't know how this works. I don't know how producing works, but if you do produce your own tracks, how long does it take you to make a track or a set, for example,
Yeah.
that is produced by
It depends sometimes, because sometimes I was talking with my musical friends, this producing thing. So sometimes my body just started working with the DAW, the
Yeah.
interface, and after that it was like, and
Like,
I open eyes and everything is on set. You know, sometimes
yeah.
your body needs to take control
Yeah.
and mind needs to leave.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, yeah, of course mind is working on this period, but sometimes it needs to, like, how to say, it's like astral project or
Yeah.
something like this, you know. They know what they're gonna do. So
Well,
after that, they need to trust, your body needs to trust sometimes, and it's everything on the monitor. So
yeah.
sometimes I think what I wanted to make. Sometimes I want.
You plan it.
Yeah, I'm planning. Yeah,
Yeah.
it depends. Sometimes I can do some beats in 1 hour. Sometimes
Yeah.
I need like 2 weeks. Sometimes it depends.
It really,
It really depends on your mood, on your statement of mind, on your period of
Inspiration.
life, inspiration. Yeah, if I remember with the Jigsaw is my track. I how to say, like this little trigger of inspiration of one track. I
Yeah.
listened in a while, so okay, I'm gonna do something like this, and in 1 hour I had whole track.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You
but-
just cooked.
yeah, I just like cooked.
You
but
sat down and you were like, we're making it. We're
But-
producing.
yeah, but in the second page, I was working on 2 years on 5 tracks
Okay.
on some kind
2
of
years on 5 tracks.
Yeah,
Okay.
because like year by year I was making the instrumentals, I was listening, I was thinking for like 2 years for 5 tracks. Well, it was 6, but one removed from album. So it's sometimes working like this, sometimes
Yeah.
working like this. So this is one thing. Don't push yourself. If this coming up like this, okay, take it.
If it's coming, yeah.
And I'm the person like this. Nothing is like perfection, and perfection is like this,
Yeah.
how it is. So sometimes my tracks has this kind of harsh sounds because
yeah.
I'm kind of
That's what's been happening. yeah.
Yes, and sometimes I'm over cleaning and over balancing some
Okay.
things. Yeah, it depends on what I'm a musician, I'm artist. What
Yeah.
I can, like, it's my own canvas, you know.
Yeah.
I can do
you
what
do
I want.
whatever you want.
Yeah,
with it,
yeah. And I want to spread this idea with artists, because like some people thinks if you have not this kind of quality, this kind of balance, this kind of thing, you are not artist.
But
And
I
no.
also feel like constructing your journey or your rhythm or your sound based on like opinions can be a bit, like shaky or like not necessarily convenient for you. So do you take how do you deal with advice when it comes to your so I can get into the question.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with advice when it comes to your art
Advices
from your surroundings?
Yeah, it's kind of sometimes it depends, how like who gives you
Who and
opinion.
how also
Who and
I
how.
feel like
Yeah. Because like if you give the track for your friend who's not like musician and like
yeah.
not thinking about the details, like they're hearing the vibe,
Yeah.
and if you need like vibe check thing, you can show the friends.
You have you have certain friends for
yeah,
certain yeah.
And sometimes you need to show your friend who's like knows how to move in details, like in mixing
Yeah.
stuff. So, it depends sometimes. I don't know. Sometimes I don't want to take opinion because some tracks is like egoistic like made for me. So sometimes I don't need opinion like like particular tracks.
Yeah.
But I can ask like my partner, my friend to say something about. We good?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're getting signs. Okay. We just got. Are we
We good?
we good? Mm. Okay.
So yeah.
So
Sometimes sometimes I am asking like particular moment in the track. You like it? It's nah or yeah.
Yeah.
So
a specific part
the
that
specific part,
you
yes,
want this
and-
person to
yeah,
hear it.
because I sometimes I need this opinions in
Yeah.
track because like when you're working on the same second like
Yeah.
you need some other ear, you know, because
Yeah.
like sometimes your ears like
You want to
that-
see if this person is gonna hear
Yeah.
what you heard
But-
or what you.
but the how to say, yeah, I need many times this kind of things
Yeah.
because I'm kind of
Would you say you're an indecisive person?
insecurity thing. So is it good? Is it bad?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it good? Is it bad? So yeah, I
And
was
it-
like,
Okay. Unfortunately, we're cutting
out of
short.
time. Yeah.
Also, we were supposed to have another liaison artist with us today that
Yes.
couldn't make it, Amina 808.
Yes.
So shout out to Amina.
Shout out.
And
Also Anchi and Henry.
and we have Angie and Henry
Keller.
playing
Yes.
an 1 hour set coming after. So stay tuned for that. And Nikita, where can people find you on?
You can find me on Instagram and I have links on that. I
Okay.
am Nikita. Yeah.
Your Instagram is IAMNikita.
I am Nikita 62 and 00.
Okay, and you can find us on liaison.music on
Yeah.
Instagram. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you. Thank you. Guys.
Thank you, Nikita.
Thank you. That was really good.
Of course.
1 hour of this podcast, I guess. So.
Okay, thank you.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.